Welcome back, family, friends, and fans. It's Karma Lately. Today we're going to do a quick haul, but before we go into the haul, I just wanted to show you guys this really cute plant. My daughter planted it with her school, and this is a pepper plant. I ended up taking out the seeds from our pepper and planting them into really good soil. And I've been keeping her in the window. So far, this is the only plant that I have in my room. We have a garden in the dining room, in the windowsill, but I don't have any plants in my room. And so my daughter's plant is growing really beautifully. So I just wanted to show you guys this with just a couple of seeds from your peppers or from your cantaloupe or anything that you guys have that you're using. You can literally plant your own little garden. So that's that. Today's gonna be a haul. Most of the items are from Michael's. Some of them are from Target. And I think I have one thing to show you guys that I had to get through Amazon because I couldn't get it anywhere else. So without further ado, before I say that, if you like these kind of videos, I do hauls, I do sewing videos, I do miniature videos, I do bookbinding and scrapbooking videos, and I also do music. And I know I keep saying that music is coming, but it's coming a lot sooner than you guys think. I have a lot to say, and I think I'm gonna start off with covers and maybe slowly introduce you guys into some of my original music. But this is the everything channel where everything happens, whatever's happening lately in Karma's world. So if you like these videos, check them out, and you like them, please subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like button and your notification button. Without further ado, let's get right into the haul. So this is the one thing that I have from Amazon. I had to get this because this is like the perfect mat. This is the perfect cutting mat for someone who's a model builder. And a model, they go by the name of, or we go by the name of, model builders, hobbyists, miniaturists, model makers. So those are some of the terminologies that are used. But the reason why is because there's so many different helpful things here. You've got one side with centimeters, the other side you have with inches. It gives you the access, so you have 45 degree angles, 120, 90, 60. So it just makes it easier. You have a small piece of wood and you need to cut it on a specific angle. You don't have to get any elaborate things. You have it right on the mat and you can cut it. So I really needed a mat like this. There was one more thing that I got from from Amazon, because Michael's didn't have it, and it's this hardy clay, and this is made in Tokyo, Japan, and this is really good. So this is acid free, air drying, soft and light, no kneading, easy to use. Now I've been looking at different reviews for clay. I don't want to have to bake the clay. I would like to just create everything, set it to the side, let it dry, and then I'll paint it. I know that I would need to get a separate oven, because the more you use your home oven for baking clay, you're actually releasing some toxins into the oven that are not good for you, and you don't want to have that in your food, because that's actually not good for your health, obviously. So don't do that. I think 1 or 2 times, if you do it, it's fine. But if you're consistently putting clay and baking it in your oven, you're releasing bad things in there. I don't have space for a new oven. So really that's the only reason why, because I do like the idea of molding the clay, putting it in the oven, the process. I've done it before, but once I found out that it wasn't good for the environment, for your home, for your health, I stopped, and I no longer want to do that. So getting something that's high quality and that can air dry is the best option. So after a lot of research, it looks like DOS clay, which I've had before. I loved DOS. I have zero complaints, DAS. Zero complaints with DOS. The only reason why I got this one is because They actually rated it a little bit better, and so since I've already tried DOS, I wanted to try this one, compare, and then see if in fact it is better. So I got 2 of these. They're kind of small. I wasn't paying too much attention to the ounces. It's only 1.75 ounces, so this is kind of small. I'll tell you how big I'm not going to tell you how big the package is. I'm just going to tell you how big the actual clay square is. It looks like it's 4.5 inches and about 3/4 of an inch thick and 4.5 inches wide. So I got 2 of them, and I'm going to be using this for my miniatures because I need to make a bathtub and I need to do different things. So this is going to be really good for that. So I got that at Amazon, on Amazon. This bin, oh, here's a Target item. If you know you're going to go shopping for your crafts or whatever it is you're getting, make sure that you get a container for the stuff that you're using, especially if you have a small space like I do. I'm using my bedroom as my art studio. So one side of my bedroom is my bed and like shelving and my storage units. And then this side is my more freer side where we can move around and I can work and I can take these videos. So I don't have a lot of space to work with. And so if I'm buying new things, I need to also buy a home for them. Although I don't really like buying plastic, I did want to get something that was durable, that I can hold a lot of my things. So I ended up getting this bin at Target, and I don't want to, I think I gave away too much because you guys can see what's inside the bin. But the bin itself, 14.5 inches long. No, I'm lying. 14 inches long and 6 inches high, or 6 inches deep, and 9 inches wide. So it's not bad. It's a decent size. I got a new glue gun. Definitely needed one. The old one that you guys have seen in my videos is really beat up. I've had it for so many years and it's smaller, and so I wanted to get a bigger one. I am going to get back into some of the miniature videos, and I'm going to be working with recycled items, and sometimes when I'm using cardboard or doing different things, the hot glue gun definitely comes in handy. So I got this one from Elmer's. It's Elmer's Craft Bond, and I got it at Michael's. I don't have my Michael's receipt, do I? Let me check to see if I have my Michael's receipt. I got it. So this is great because now you guys get to see the prices that I paid. $11.20, and it's the bigger size, so yeah, so it takes the bigger glue sticks. Okay, these are the glue sticks for the glue gun. $4. It was, I gotta figure out how to read this receipt because there's so much going on. They show you how much they took off with the coupon code and all this. I just got to look at the number that's all the way to the right because it got me confused. So I only paid for this glue gun, I paid $11.20. For these glue sticks, I paid $4.80. for each of the glue sticks. It's a little pricey, but I'll let it go. Obviously I let it go because I bought it. I got these 2 pieces of, I guess they call them plaques, but the kind of wood I would think would be like some sort of plywood or basswood. Well, either way, I got this because look at how cool. It's already a bed. So I'm looking to make like a modern bed with it, and I don't know. It might be modern or it might be luxury, so I'm still not sure. But I thought this was great, and it's the perfect size for, let's see. So it's about 6¼ inches long, which is, it's cutting it a little tight, but if it's a 5-inch doll, that should be fine. 5.5 inches, that should be fine. So I think that's really cool. So we have this and these 2 pieces. So we have the plaques. So they were really cheap. This one was 47 cents. And this one was 79 cents. So that was great. Then I got this craft paper. It's really craft cardstock paper. So it feels like card and it feels like paper at the same time. I have a roll of like a craft kind of paper, but it's very soft and pliable, and it's not a card at all. It just feels like a strong paper. This, on the other hand, although it's pliable, see, you can't do this with every card, with every cardstock. It's pliable. You can still hear how strong it is and how thick it is. And my ear has kind of gotten adjusted to that sound. So I know that I'm dealing with a paper that is like card, but it's very much like paper as well. And I love this. I love the natural color, and I can make a lot of different things with this. I can make envelopes, I can make thank you cards for my customers. And I love the whole natural element of it. It really goes in line with is there any way that I'm gonna get this back in? The chances are not in this video. Yeah, so I really loved it, and I always wanted to buy this and I never have, and there's like a million things that I can do with that. Also wanted to mention, this is an advice that I give to all you crafters, teachers, artists, hobbyists, whatever you call yourself. If you're creating something from nothing, you are some sort of a creator. And if you're a teacher or a parent and you're teaching your child how to create something from nothing, even if you don't consider yourself an artist, you still kind of have to follow certain guidelines. And I do want to give you guys this tip. I understand that people, when they have supplies, we like to keep all of our forks in one place, all of our cups in another place, and that makes sense for certain things. But for art, it's not always like that, especially if you are an artist that deals with a lot of different mediums and a lot of different genres. For example, I do sewing crafts, and I have tools in my sewing niche that I also use in my painting niche, and in my bookbinding niche, and in my miniature niche. For example, the awl is like my daughter says, it's the tool for all my projects. The way that I have my studio set up is that I have it more set up in sections rather than, oh, let's put all the scissors here. If I'm working with my bookbinding, I need to have scissors in my bookbinding station, and those scissors are specifically for that. Then I have my sewing. I have scissors that are specifically for sewing, and you don't want to mix the two, because if you're using paper scissors for sewing, then you're gonna destroy the scissors, because if you're using it for both paper and fabric, it blunts the blade. Same vice versa. So you don't want to mix your sewing scissors with your paper scissors. Paintbrushes. I use paintbrushes with my bookbinding series. I use paintbrushes with my miniatures, and I use paintbrushes when I'm painting an actual painting. I'm doing painting on canvas. Don't get me started on canvas, because canvas I use in sewing, I use in packaging for customers, I use canvas in painting, I use canvas in bookbinding, I use canvas in my miniatures. So you see why I can't have everything all in one section, because it's just going to delay me. If I have all my baskets for sewing here, I know that I don't have to go rummaging through another section. I know that in my sewing section, in my bookbinding section, I have the tools that I need. And so that's something that I've it works for me. It might not work for some people. Might feel like all my scissors have to be in one place. That's how I know where my scissors are. That's fine. Just make sure you're not mixing, you know, when you're using different mediums, you're doing different types of, like I said, paper and fabric, that kind of thing. So just wanted to say that. Sorry that I went off on a tangent, but I do think that for some people it's going to work better that way. I know for me it does. So that's that. The next thing that I got is this the mini ink blending tool, and I paid $5.59 for this. A little expensive because it only comes with 2 blending tools and then four little pads. But this is great for the for your ink pads, your distress inks, and all of that. And speaking of which, distress inks, this I already opened because I was too curious to see how it was going to be. But this is Distress Spray Stain, and you have Vintage Photo, Walnut Stain, and I always forget this one, Antique Linen. And I sprayed them prior, and here's the Walnut Stain, here's the Antique Linen, and here's the Vintage Photo, which I really, really love the Vintage Photo. But it's like, it depends what you're doing, and you know, if you're trying to distress heavy, you want to use that Walnut Stain. If you're trying to lightly distress and just make it look really vintage, you want to use this. And now these I typically use for my bookbinding series, but I also use this in my paintings. I also use this in miniatures. So it really, you see what I mean? But since I have this I only have 3 of these, I don't have enough to put in all my stations. I'm going to keep it in the station that I use it the most, which would be bookbinding and scrapbooking. And that's the method that I'm using for that. I got the E600 because I'm going to be doing some heavy duty work with miniatures, and E600 is really great. You can use it with fabric, metal, wood, ceramic, and more, and you get a really long lasting and strong hold that doesn't yellow. This is really great for creating, and it's industrial strength, so it's really good. I forgot if it has a strong smell or not, but always when you're using sprays and glues and all of that, even if you think it's safe and it says non-toxic, I would still recommend being in a well-ventilated area to do that, to use it. Oh no, I didn't tell you guys how much everything costs. I told you this, but I didn't tell you the spray stain. The spray stain was $12.49, and it's from Ranger. I thought I picked up Tim Holtz, but it was from Ranger. And then the E600 was $4.80. I did have some money saved up, and I needed to do some revamping because I've been throwing out a lot of old stuff. I still have materials and tools from over 20 years ago when I was doing my miniatures and my scrapbooking and all of that, and I had to throw out a lot of that stuff and get rid of it. And so this is one of the reasons why we have to try to make sure that we're also shopping as best as we can. We're shopping eco-friendly, because we do have to get rid of certain things eventually, and you don't want to put disgusting garbage into the wasteland. So this is from Craftsmart. It's just a simple little brush kit, and it's got my fan, which is one of my favorite, the fan, because you can do so much with it when you have the fan brush. Feels like really good quality. I do like to take care of my brushes so that I don't have to replace them, but eventually after long wear and tear, you do need to work with something good, because if you're working with mediocre tools, don't expect to get a stellar result. This seven piece brush set was $7.19. So basically $1 per brush. All right, Craft Smart, better come correct, because that sounds crazy. Oh, this is the stamp. Okay, so that's wrong. This is not, hold on one second. I think I gave you guys this already, but I just want to make sure. Okay, right. This was $5.59. That's what I said. $5.59. This was $4.49. And it's just a thank you stamp. It's a rubber stamp. Wood on this side and rubber on this side. It's from Recollections. And I use this for my packaging. I mean, I would like to use it for my packaging. I have a stamp that says handmade with love, and I have a stamp that has an elephant with an umbrella and it's raining hearts. And I love, that's kind of like my signature stamp when I'm packaging masks or any kind of orders. I would like to just be able to stamp the thank you. I mean, I do think that having something handwritten is nice, but when you're doing a lot of orders, it's good to just be able to, all right, stamp next. And what I use, I love to stamp on raw canvas. So you see how I use the canvas also for my packaging. And then I have this paint pen, and it's by Craft Smart as well. There's a couple of things here from Craft Smart, if I'm not mistaken. So far, the brushes, and then this paint pen. I recently did a SpongeBob, which you guys could check out that tutorial. I recently did a SpongeBob, and I had difficulty with his teeth. And I think a paint pen would have been perfect for me because I was just having a lot of difficulty with it. And so this is good for like detail work and you want it to be bright white, eyes, teeth, that kind of thing. That's what I'm going to be using it for, but there's a million things that you can use this for. If you're doing mixed media, if you're doing bookbinding, scrapbooking, there's plenty of times where, especially if you're working on a dark surface, there's a lot of times where you're going to need a white pen, and this is a paint pen. So super cool. Then we have, oh, I got this at the 99-cent store and I had to show it to you guys. My 99-cent store is amazing. Amazing. So I got this, like I said, I'm going to be working with my miniatures and I'm always going to need a good box cutter. I do use my craft knife, but the box cutter comes in handy, especially because I like to use recycled materials, including cardboard and stuff like that. This comes with a little protector piece. It also folds in, which I haven't figured out. I haven't figured out how to do that. And I'm kind of scared to, so I'm leaving it like that. And it comes with five extra blades in this little case. And when I tell you that this is sharp, like it's so sharp, it's effortless. I'm absolutely in love with this. You know how much I've spent? You know how much I paid for this? So I have the box cutter, the cover, it's like a switchblade, and then extra blades, 5 extra blades, $3.99. I mean, I already want to buy another one for when this one depletes. But I'm just like really excited about that. I'm really excited. Like this is one of the things that I'm most excited about. But that's at my 99-cent store by me. Hopefully you guys have something similar. Then I got these markers from the artist's loft. I actually was trying to get the Copic markers, but I don't know how you pronounce it. Copic or Copic? No idea. But that's what I was trying to get. but I got these by accident, so I'm hoping that these are good. I'm just hoping that they're nice. It's nice and smooth. I don't know. I'll see the durability and like, I'm not like super impressed, but I hope that it says it's a flexible brush nib, dual step sketch markers, and it's also blendable. I read that when I was there. Artist quality, alcohol-based ink markers, features dual tips, flexible brush nib capable of smooth, thick to thin line transitions, and blendable, quick drying, and easy flowing ink. That I'm really excited about. Then I also got these. Oh my god, I didn't tell you guys what anything costs. The paint pen, $2.79 for the paint pen. I told you guys about the brushes. I told you about this. I told you about that. The markers, I would never know what VP is. So, what's VP? The Artist Loft. Okay, 6 count. Here we go. $16.79 for this 6-piece. It better be good. That seems a little pricey, guys. That's a little bit pricey. And this, if I'm not mistaken, these felt pieces. Hey. Oh, okay. They were $1.60 each. I actually thought they were 30 cents, but they're $1.60 each. And I got green. These are 12 inches by 18 inches. And so this is really great. There's a million things you can do with felt, whether you're working with dolls, miniatures, bookbinding, sewing. I can use felt in any of my crafts, but because I know what I'm specifically looking for, I'm probably going to store this with my miniature making series. So I've got green, I've got black, and I've got brown. I should have gotten white, and I regret not getting it, but these are the colors that I would be needing it for. For the green one, it would be more like for the landscape of the dollhouse, that kind of thing. So I would build the house and have this like laid out around it. But yeah, so that the felt, it was $1.60 for each. And then I have, this is Craft Smart too. I knew I saw Craft Smart a couple of times. So this is my Craft Smart. These are tags, and I got 3 of these because it was buy one get 2 free. I paid $19.99 for one. I know it sounds kind of crazy, so I'm kind of at $19 for one. I already kind of paid for all 3. But one thing I can say, the quality of these tags, the quality of these tags is stellar. This is not pliable at all. This is hard as a rock. And so this is like the hardest card that I could get. And this is going to make my life really easy for packaging for my customers. I like to put little cards in with the canvas tag, and a handwritten card, or maybe I can stamp the thank you right on here with a nice color, or maybe black. And the customer has something, you know, has a nice little presentable tag. This is also really great for all of you scrapbookers and bookbinders. As you know, you can use, there's so many tags that you can do, and if you don't want to make all of your tags because you're already making everything else, then you can make your life a little bit easier. And these are super cute. If you see the designs, there's this design, And then there's this design. I just put that card wrong. Doesn't even go there. And then there's this design, right? And then this one has this design. And then it has the bicycles. And then there's this design, which I thought was really cute. It looks like little eggs. I love that. So I'm really happy with that. So it was $19.99, buy one, get two free. So it's a little pricey still, even with the buy one, get two free part. But I'm gonna put all of this away because I have one more thing, and it's the biggest thing that I got. So you see that I bought a lot of stuff. That means you guys know there's going to be a lot of creating going on. This is not, I know that I have a lot of sewing videos lately, and my sewing videos tend to be my most successful videos. That does not mean that that's the only thing that I do. There's a lot of other things that I do, and I'd like to be able to do all of them on this channel. And so this channel is about karma lately. What is happening lately in karma's world. So that means that sometimes I'm going to give you what you want, and sometimes I might give him what he wants and her what she wants, because I have a little bit of everything going on my channel, and that's what you signed up for, okay? And this is, so you guys can see that, this is a desktop marker organizer, and it comes with a removable caddy. So this marker part can be removed, and the box is empty, although the box was very heavy. My daughter Crystal decided to, oh wait, there was one more thing that I got. That's right, I got these portrait colored pencils, and they are from Target, from a brand called Handmade Modern. And these pencils are perfect for when you're drawing portraits. You want to draw people, and it's so hard to find the right shade in your regular colored pencil case. And so this is specifically for portrait making. I had taken out 2 pencils just to test them out. These are really cool for that. So I got this, and I'm sorry that I do not know, I can't remember how much I paid for them. $4.99. That's not bad. I paid $4.99 at Target for these Handmade Modern portrait pencils, portrait colored pencils. And this comes in handy for anyone who likes to draw for fun or whatever. It's nice to find all the right colors. I have to put those receipts back. Without further ado, let me show you. So, oh, and it's heavy. It's super heavy. So this basket, although I have it here for now, I'm actually going to be getting a smaller basket for it, but for now this is the basket that I have. I'm going to take it out. Good. Okay. So this caddy actually goes in here, and get these pencils, and that's how it looks. But I need more space, so having this removable makes me very happy, because now I just created an extra space here. And so now I can put my stuff in here. And then we recycle boxes. So these jewelry boxes here have like beads and different things. I have more things in my basket here. And see something. And then these drawers are nice and deep as well. I have my double-sided tape and masking tape in here, and in here I have all of my wires and waxed linen. This is definitely, so this whole thing here is more my bookbinding and scrapbooking that I'm using it for, because it just makes a lot more sense to have it the way that it's broken up. It's perfect for that series. So, oh, this is what it looks like, and it's heavy and it's sturdy, and I absolutely love it. I really do. So that is everything, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this haul, if you will. I hope that you like the tips that I shared and some of these products. What's fun about this is that now that you've seen this video, you can see what I'm gonna do with all of these things, and that's where it gets exciting. A lot of the other materials that I'm going to be using are recycled, like cereal boxes and cardboard boxes and different odds and ends around the house, so you can see how my brain works and what I'm going to do with these things. So I just want to thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, just please subscribe. Thank you for that. Don't forget to press like, comment, share my videos, and I will definitely catch you guys on the next one. Peace.